Right now, we're seeing a lot of people not able to get financing because of balance sheet issues. Deals don't make sense, right? And so if you look across many asset classes, the barrier to entry is very high. That's my point. And if you can navigate asset classes that have high barrier to entry, you can make a lot of money because again, there's few people doing it.
So, what is your take on, if you had to make an argument for why 2024 on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe we can do like that too, but 10 being, it's, let's just say it's the 2008 crash, right? And it's, 9 and 10 and 11 were like maybe the best, maybe in the last 50 years or something like that, and zero being like, the height of the market, let's say the '06, or potentially, let's say the 2021, if you want to guess, that's where it was at. Where would you say on a scale of 1 to 10 is going to be the buying opportunity given what you just said?
Oh, geez. I have a story I'll tell you real quick to open up from this one. So I have a buddy, his name's Jamail, ex Goldman Sachs guy, got into real estate. He's out of Houston. He actually buys commercial, but he buys distressed commercial, right? So hotels, office buildings that are highly distressed. He also builds ground up in the city of Chicago, which is crazy. Anyone out there who knows Chicago or knows development and real estate, they know Chicago is a pain in the butt to work in. And so I asked him, I said, Jamail, why the heck are you in Chicago? That's crazy. He's like, well, no one else is. And so when I go there, I had the red carpet. So that story is about the idea of barrier to entry, right? And so it's interesting, right? Because right now we're seeing a lot of people not able to get financing because of balance sheet issues. Deals don't make sense, right? And so if you look across many asset classes, the barrier to entry is very high. That's my point. And if you can navigate asset classes that have high barrier to entry, you can make a lot of money because again, there's few people doing it. So, in my asset class, that being land development, it's a good time to buy if you know how to buy. I think broadly across all assets, there's obviously still inflation in the asset base, so we have to see that come through. The money is still getting out of the system, so we have to see that. I think it's not a great time to be buying in the first half of 24. It's not bad if you buy right, like I said, but I think the pain is kind of just getting started. So we're gonna have to see some defaults in the multifamily. We're gonna have to see some sponsors, at best pay back their investors. We're gonna have to see commercial office pretty much plummet for the next 18 months. And I think even land itself is kind of holding sticky. So a lot of asset classes are in a tough spot. I think we'll see a lot of that capital wash through in the first half of the next year, which means if you're buying right, I do think you're not wrong, Brett, in that we're probably out of 5, 6 in the opportunities going into the second half of next year. My team is very bullish on land in Texas, so we're buying nonstop. But yeah, I think next year is not a bad year. It's not a great year. Second half will be the opportunity to buy, I think.